Hello everybody, this is going to be my review of the Shockwave for Ruroc ATLAS 2. First I'm going to show you the install, what I did to install it, why it's going to be different than obviously the next version coming out, and then also what I have enjoyed using this. And again, not sponsored, and you know, I just wanted to give you my simple review. So guys and gals, enjoy, and remember, ride smart. This is my review of my Ruroc ATLAS 2 Shockwave that I got with my helmet. And really quick, we have to enjoy this for a second. We had to do that. One of those little pet peeves of mine that I have to enjoy. So, guys and gals, I've now been rocking the ATLAS 2.0. And I got with it obviously the Shockwave. And obviously, if you guys don't know what a Shockwave is, basically it's a Bluetooth that will connect to your phone. It can make the ability to take and receive phone calls, you know, adjust the volume, so forth. But if you notice, it's not attached to the side of the helmet. It's actually built inside, as you saw in my video of me insulating it. Now the funny thing about it is I kind of delayed on doing the review because I really wanted to use it first so I could be honest about my honesty here and what I thought about it. But right when I did that, Ruroc came out and said, we have the 3.0 and we also adjusted our Shockwave that goes with that. So I thought that was kind of funny. I'm like, well, this is kind of delayed. So if you do get this, this is for the Ruroc ATLAS 2.0. The 3 is totally different. They actually fixed a lot, so I'll do that with my review. So right off the bat, I just wanted to say, I am not sponsored again by Ruroc. I wouldn't mind, but they probably, you know, like stunt riders and all that other stuff. I'm just an average Joe guy that likes to show the trails of Southern California. If you do see this channel, also hit up the rest of my stuff. My content is all about rides, reviews, and basically trails here in Southern California. So anyways, a review of the ATLAS 2.0 Shockwave is quite simple. It's brilliant. It actually works extremely well, and I'll break it down very simply. One, let's go into sound. The sound quality is actually quite good. Beamer owners, perfect example of why some people like that. I mean, look at that. You barely came to a stop. Where was your stop? I wanted to kind of go into basically the sound is actually quite good. Out of a 5 scale, I'm going to give it a solid 4. The only reason what it's lacking is it doesn't have a lot of bass. But again, I don't think you want a lot of bass in your helmet. The sound itself actually comes out quite clear, and it's kind of loud. Now, is it to the loud that is deafening? Not really. Because my bike is loud, I can hear pretty much everything still, but they made it so you could still kind of hear outside. Now, if somebody's talking deliberately to you and you have it blasting like full speed, it's going to be very hard to hear them. So if that kind of gives you a scale. So I don't know if the Atlas 3 Atlas 3 Shockwave, if they made it better sound. I can only give you the review for for this one. So sound quality, a solid 4. Accessibility, again, with it being that now I am talking about the older version, the 3.0, they fixed that. But I will say the accessibility with the turning on button, the volume, the changing, all that stuff, very, very small. And it was kind of hard because, for first and foremost, it's behind your head. So you really have to have thin gloves. I have these gloves in particular for just general stuff. If I go for my racing gloves, there's no way I could touch any of those buttons. I would have no clue what's what. Now, I know that they upgraded that to make it bigger and easier accessibility for that, but that's in itself, that's great. But I just want to let you guys know this version kind of technical, so I don't rate that very good. That was something I'm very glad that Ruroc fixed. Installation, I'm not a big fan of this installation. I had to pull the padding out, and another thing, again, the Ruroc ATLAS 3.0, they fixed much of the padding issues, and that's good, because I tell you right off the bat, putting this thing together, I mean, taking it apart was actually not that bad, but putting it back together, I had to watch a video on how to put my padding back on, because there was a couple snaps that was very difficult to figure out where it went, how the little thing went inside the little sleeve and stuff. It was confusing. So that was one thing. Now, again, I don't know if Atlas 3.0 made it simpler. I think they did. But putting insulation with this helmet is a little tricky. So if you can, record or take pictures of things that kind of unsnap on this version, because this is a great helmet. But just record it and remember it, because there is going to be some things that are going to get tricky, because you have to come and put in the speakers on the side of the helmet. You have to put them in. You have to also install the mic and all that stuff. Now, I heard that Atlas 3 fixed all that. It's already pre-built in. That's what I heard. I could be wrong, but I think that's what they did. If they did, great. If not, just remember it's a little tricky installation. Plus, you know, I had to really push it in the back to really get the thing in there. It was a little tricky, man. So just letting you guys all know that installation, I'm going to give it an easy 2. It's not easy. If somebody says it's super simple, bull. Now, I heard the new one is magnetic. You literally just push it in and it clicks into place, so you don't need to take the screws and, you know, put those little small screws off to the side and or lose them. So that in itself is kind of, you know, a really awesome upgrade again. Porsche drivers, for DDE, don't become like this guy right here. Yeah, fun-loving person. You slow down to 20, 35. Go 35. Oh.
How dare you?
Installation wasn't that easy, but again, once it's there. Now, connectivity. I'm going to say the connection to your Bluetooth and all that, fantastic. Very easy to connect. No problems there at all. Once you connect it to it, it will remember it. Very simple, easy, boom. Next thing, battery life. Battery life, pretty good. I've actually have forgotten I've left this helmet on and been home for probably like 2 hours to 3 hours. It's still connected, and finally when I went on my phone and I'm on Instagram trying to look at stuff, I'm like, why can't I hear anything? Because it's still connected to my phone, my helmet, in my closet adjacent on the other side of the home. So I thought that was actually kind of cool. So connectivity, not bad, but the battery, not bad at all. Just only thing I would have to say is get a longer extension, and go ahead, if you can afford a helmet mount, you know, like a little thing to put it on, because you have to lay the helmet sideways to actually get it plugged into the back. That's a little tricky spot. So just wanted to say that's a little fun thing. But anyways, so the basic review of this, not too bad. It's actually very simplistic, very easy. Oh, Ferrari, nice. You just have to just know that it's going to be a little bit of finagling, but you can get it done. Hope guys you enjoyed that. If you did, leave a like, leave a subscribe, comment if you can. If you do have an Atlas 2.0 Shockwave and you feel the same, leave a comment. Or if you have any questions, feel free. But again, not sponsored by Ruroc, and I'm enjoying this helmet. I thought it was a fun little addition, and I'm glad not to have anything on the side of my helmet. That's one of the biggest things, man. The side stuff, that was kind of bugging me a little bit. Smart, be smart, don't do drugs, and all the other fun stuff that goes with it. And until next time, take care and be safe. See ya.